Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Just Playing Some of the Craft, the Minecraft series that has kind of started to become weekly again. When last we left off, we were doing big terraforming for a big building project that requires me to be in creative mode. This is usually a survival series, but we're making an exception for this particular project. So, I have almost completed it. I've almost completed the excavating of the area. There's one little patch that I wanted to save for the beginning of this episode. It's this little bit of taiga biome right here. So we'll just plow right on through it. And that'll include the bushes as well. No. I don't think we're going to clear out all the ferns, because I think we can place blocks on top of those. Once we've cleared out the whole thing, I'm pretty sure the best thing would be to do is fill in the craters and the gaps and stuff. Probably with gravel and sand. Hence why I have them prepped and ready. Alright. So I'm not sure exactly how well it's gonna work patching everything in with gravel. Because like we got Do you think we should just keep the crevices and then just build the floor over? I'm thinking that's what we should do. Because this was great in theory, but we've got a lot. Yeah, we got even this whole area that we would need to fill. So that'd be bad. So, tell you what we will do. We will cut everything off at the pet. Okay, well that's gonna disturb this waterfall here, but that way they're like you don't just see underneath the building. Man, I wish I would have settled for 100 by 100, but I decided that it was gonna need to be 200 by 200. See? That'll be like underneath. I think we're gonna make the walls a lighter color. But as far as like the actual foundation goes, that's how I want it done. Yeah, this is going to be a far more streamlined process compared to what we were dealing with before, which I spent odd and ends time continuing the terraformation, and the last 3 hours before starting the stream, trying to get that cleared out in time for this. So. I thought I was going to printer before with the excavating, terraforming, whatever you want to call it. This is just straight up like a printing process. Oops. That's not how I wanted that to go. Okay, do I have to be flying? I think I might have to be flying. I wonder when it's going to update on my map. Because we all see the big red line, which is this. Which I'm surprised it decided to pick red over the purple. But then again, you can see the purple lines as the roads of the village. So we'll definitely have to deal with that at some point too. I thought I could make the corner. I guess I already thought of the sand part area. I forgot that I did that. I just forgot there's like something down here underneath in this area. There's like a 1 block hole to see it. Oh. Oh my. Well, this is due for some exploration. I will try to remember this spot here. We'll figure something to do with this area. At some point. Why? I wonder if I put it away and then nothing yet. Okay. I figured I'd check. This is starting to get kind of dumb. It's going flawless and then it started hiccuping out of nowhere. Oh, I think we're starting to see a line. I think we are. I think it has to be 3 wide or more to be visible on the map. Which means we should be having another line going straight down, maybe? Not yet. So far we've just got 1 line across. And it's not even complete. Oh well, I'm sure we'll have a giant gray square here soon enough. I was like, for the first like 3 across back and forth, like I didn't have any problems at all. And then all of a sudden it just wants to hiccup on me. Okay, that's just rude. Sure, why not? Why? Why? You all saw me doing just fine before. Was I going up too high? Is that it? Did I need to be more pointed down with my crosshairs? Apparently so, because I'm having a great time now. Oh, we got a second line. One straight down is now visible on the map. Does that mean this one's going to be as well? It's hard to tell. Oh, I just now noticed that this side is also visible. So this one's not yet. So I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over it again. See if we can get it to show up. Not yet. Let's try again. So. Not yet. How thick do I have to make this? For the map to acknowledge me. Oh. I think we got it. It looks like we got it. We took 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 across. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across to show up on this end, but only 3 for this, 4 for this. 3 or 4? I don't know. I think it showed up after 3, but it could have been after the 4th. But there we go. We have our outline. I think it works better if I'm pointed more down. I think that's the case. Still don't know why the one that I'm on right now is broken up with a piece of green in the middle on the map. But it's whatever, I guess. I shouldn't be so focused on the mini-map. should be just focused on, you know, what I'm doing, which is pretty much printing a floor. When you think about it. It's probably gonna get real dark in this area down here. I guess that's just how it's gonna be. Probably spawn a whole bunch of nasty mobs down there. Wonder what would happen if I just kept an iron golem in there. That'd be hilarious. I might actually do that. This is going a little off skew here, but if I do this now, this part now, then I can spawn the iron golem and it won't walk out and up onto the floor area. Sorry, little bunny. It had to be done. Freaking bunnies, man. We got iron golem. We got multiple. We need multiple iron golems to fend off. Security force, activate. Alright, I'm done playing with the golems. Back to the task at hand. Spider jockey? What? It's random spider jockey, okay. I feel like the iron golems are gonna fail. Oh, come on. Why? This is getting frustrating. Thought I properly did this, but apparently I misjudged things. Apparently I missed some spots. Oh well. Fuck. Chainmail husks. Alright. That's crazy. I think they reworked the building logic. Because no matter what, it persists to do the same straight line. unless something comes in between it, and then it completely stops your holding down on the right click, which I don't think used to be the case, because I believe if you hit this line, you would continue to place afterward, at least in the Java edition. I don't know. I'll have to test that sometimes, because like the way that you can place blocks is different between the two. Like in Bedrock in Java edition, you can't do this. You have to crouch, go to the other side, and then do it like this. And you would be able to hold it and keep going instead of, I'm holding the right click, it's not placing again. I have to click every single time in Bedrock, but in Java edition, you hold it and you just keep going. With Bedrock edition, you can do it this way. This is impossible in the Java edition. But this is possible in both, because it's just you're placing it on the side of a block in rapid succession to the side. Now I believe with Java edition, once you hit a border, you would continue placing on and on and on, where this one cuts you off. It's not something that a lot of people notice going between one and the other. But it's like for someone who's played years upon years upon years of Java edition, and then like somehow for some reason or other, mostly the ability to play with others, switch to Bedrock for most things. The very first version of Minecraft that I played regularly was the original mobile called Pocket Edition. And that had its whole thing. I don't know if I told this story or not, but like I used to put in the review section of the Play Store, because the first few smartphones I had were Androids, believe it or not. The things that I wanted to see added, and sure enough, like slowly but surely, they started adding more and more stuff from the full version of Minecraft, which is what I've always wanted. Did I ever think that the entire, like the full version of, granted Bedrock version, but the full version of Minecraft would ever make it to mobile? I did not think it was ever going to get to that point, because I always saw mobile games as a different space altogether, and for the most part it still kind of is. There's a few games that cross that line, Minecraft being the biggest one of them. It used to be Minecraft and Fortnite before the whole Epic versus Apple thing happened. But yeah, I did not think we would ever really get full-fledged like console or PC games on mobile. I didn't ever think that there was going to be controller support for mobile, let alone keyboard and mouse support for mobile. You can play Minecraft on an iPad with a keyboard and mouse. That still shocks me, because like I knew that iPads got the ability to use a magic mouse, and like keyboards and stuff like that, you can start using it, and it has this little bubble cursor or whatever. I was like, oh, it'd be really cool if you could, being that iPads now support keyboard and mouse in general, it shouldn't be that big of a step to implement it as control system for Minecraft. But little did I know, during one of the Caves and Cliffs updates, they actually did it. And then like the very next time I tried it, because I always like would have my keyboard Bluetooth to my iPad when playing, and like I'd just be like, if I hit the W key, will it will it go forward? And one of the times it did, and I still to this day extremely happy that that's the case. I don't have a proper gaming level, like a gaming appropriate keyboard and mouse for my iPad. I've thought about getting it, but the thing is, I would rather get a new iPad first, because my iPad is a 7th gen base model iPad, so it's at the end of its run. I mean, for basic tasks, it's still perfectly fine, perfectly like usable. It's not like lagging and having a hard time processing anything. It's still in very good condition. I've kept very good care of it, but it lacks the power to do the things that I really want to do with an iPad, which is kind of have a bit of on-the-go gaming, maybe even be the on-the-go content creation machine. I'd like to record or stream Minecraft from my iPad. That'd be cool, but I need a newer iPad for that. It's kind of just gotten on the wayside of when it comes to upgrading devices. Like, I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max that came out this past fall. I pre-ordered that. Like, I got it as soon as I physically could. My Apple Watch is a 7th gen. That's 2 gens behind, but there really hasn't been anything in the 8th or 9th gen to really justify upgrading. Especially because the 9th gen is currently shelved because of the blood oxygen sensor being not owned by Apple and them having that whole dispute. So I have no reason to upgrade from a 7th gen Apple Watch yet. Or they're called series, but it's still a generation, product generation. But the very next thing on the docket is to get a new iPad, and they literally just announced new iPads a few days ago, as of the streaming of this episode. And I'm very, very tempted to get one of those tandem OLED M4 chip iPad Pros. But I might settle for an iPad Air, because both are leaps and bound upgrades compared to what I have. That it really doesn't matter. But of course, I'm always tempted to have like the best available, and I'm not talking about like getting one of the 1 or 2 terabyte storage iPad Pros that have the fully spec'd M4 chips. I'm okay with settling for the base line iPad Pro model, which has I think it's called a binned chip, or like it's not the full experience of M4, but hey, a almost full experience of M4 is probably easily comparable to an M3. So I'll take that level of performance in an iPad. What I really want is to use it for video editing. That'd be wonderful. That'd just be great. Because I have the LumaFusion app for video editing, but it runs so poorly and I don't have the storage space on my iPad for it. look, I didn't think things through when I first bought the iPad. I figured, I think it's a 32 gig model, which is not even remotely capable for video editing. Like, if I have only one project on at a time, or just a handful of projects on it at a time, a 128 gigabyte iPad is sufficient. But yeah, the one I've got is not for video editing, even though I really would like it to be. Hello, Garrett. Welcome to the chat. I know that you said you probably weren't going to make it into game, but if I'm not, I've always stated, like, I don't care about people showing up late. But if you're not feeling up to gaming, that's fine. I just wanted to put it out there that I've never been one to be against late joining. Besides, I could really use some help. This is a very large project. But as I was saying beforehand, yeah, I'm probably gonna wait until, like, there's a way to get them through my phone carrier. Because right now the pre-orders are not up for my carrier. I think Verizon has the pre-orders, but I don't go through Verizon. So I'm waiting for my carrier to get the pre-orders and see what the payment options are. Because dropping $1,000 at one time minimum for said iPad, not recommended. I like having, you know, funds to do regular things. Don't want to drop all that on freaking iPad. Granted, I spent about that much in one go on my computer, but that's different. This is a very very unfinanceable, unpayment plan system that I've since dumped more sequential money into as I've went along. You broke, bro. Dude, what? Are you talking about the iPads or are you talking about gaming? Because I've... I thought about both. I mean, fair. I'm saying, like, I feel like doing the payment stuff through my carrier is just the overall better financial decision for obtaining a newer iPad, because I can't remember whether, no, I think your iPad, Garrett, is the oldest in the groups. Mine's the second oldest, and then the other three are newer than that. Like, dad props. Hashtag dad props. Yeah. But if I remember correctly, it goes... Your iPad is a 5th gen. My iPad's the 7th gen. And then Logan, Listen, and Brandy's are 9th gens. All of ours being the identical old form factor, with yours mine is the oldest, hands down, yeah. And other than the slightly smaller screen that you'd like, the ever so slightly smaller screen that yours has, they're all practically identical. None of us have any of the new full screen display form factor iPads. Yeah, yours is 5th gen. Okay. Man, the stream must be pretty delayed, because, like... Better, like, the chat's just running. It's so slow. Yeah, mine's getting kind of like it. Like, it's still pretty snappy in just about everything that it does. It can't do everything I want it to do. That's the way mine's showing its age. Just so things are out of my way, because most of the things that are in my way burn in the sunlight. Or at least spawn in the dark time. Nighttime. The dark nighttime. The Batman time. Or it's my Wi-Fi, hold on. You know, I did say that I was in Discord, so if you want to have a more real-time conversation, as much as I appreciate the chat activity, because that's always nice for analytics, I feel like this has become a conversation worthy of voice. I just gotta wait for him to listen. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones! Nobody watches Game of Thrones anymore. Come on, Garrett. I just now look down at the map. It's getting filled out fairly nicely. think I may have lost him again. The last thing he said was Game of Thrones. Which I should have. Hold up. Alright. There we go. So it has it on in the office, and fighting is hold on. Fighting is on, hold on. Ah. Okay. Oops. Alright. I'm hearing a cave noise. I hear the little ring noise you do when you get in a cave. I'm above ground, placing concrete. What justifies that? Am I gonna turn around and see a creeper? Nope. Okay. I got a better idea. Scree! Ah! Sorry, I had to have my fun. Mini creeper? No, just a regular creeper. Creepy creeper. Goodbye, buddy. It didn't want to. Alright. Where is it? Get out. Screwy Wabbit. The funniest part has got to be the fact that I told it to get out of the hole, and it did immediately. Get out of my way. Silly rabbit tricks are for kids. God damn it. Alright, we're gonna go sleep in our... Jesus. We're gonna go sleep in our bed real quick. That way the phantoms go away. Because just setting it to freaking daytime does not get rid of those. I mean, it does for the day, but then they're right back to being around at night. I was just thinking about the iPad conversation earlier, and I just realized, like, if I do get a new iPad, which I'm probably still going to do, I'm gonna have to get a new pencil. I want to get the keyboard made by Apple, but that one's expensive as far as a keyboard goes. But it does have the pass-through charging thing, which allows the USB-C port on the iPad to be usable for other things. So, and I know I could just get a splitter dongle, but it's not the same. How about your old one? Trust me, you don't want my old one. probably by this time next year, it'll be about where yours is at. Who knows if, like... But honestly, what you should do is see if they've got any deals on your... Well, I don't remember what carrier your phone's through, but like go and see if they got any deals or whatever. For literally any iPad that they'd have on their site would be an upgrade from your current one. I'm just really interested in how the tandem OLED functions on the new iPad Pros, because OLED tablets haven't been a thing, but with the advent of this iPad Pro, they're probably very well going to be a thing. Thanks to the tandem OLED. And for those who don't know what a tandem OLED is, it's basically two OLED panels stacked up on top of each other. And for those of you who don't know what an OLED panel is, organic light emitting diode, or LED, you know. It's basically each individual pixel supplies its own light and color. So the blacks are literally turned off pixels, giving it a 2,000,000 to 1 contrast ratio, making it a very vivid, clear picture. But the problem is they, across larger spanned screens, they tend not to output the brightness that you would come to expect from a device of today. But with two of them stacked on top of each other, they're able to combine their lighting together to make it bright enough to be usable. Like, the freaking iPad Pros are rated for 1,000 nits of brightness, and then I think it's 1,200 or 1,600 nits for HDR peak brightness, which an OLED tablet, unheard of for either of those. But when you stack two OLED panels on top of each other and they combine their light, then you can get there. And I'm excited to see how that is. So that's one of the reasons I really just want a MacBook. Honestly, with how close the iPads and MacBooks are getting, I honestly don't know which one I want more. I'm drawn more to the iPad right now because of the new screen and stuff like that. And if you get the keyboard with the trackpad and stuff like that, you get a very physical MacBook-like experience. Now, granted, it doesn't have all the same capabilities and stuff that a MacBook has, but the main capability that I want from a MacBook is video editing, and with LumaFusion installed on an iPad, that's good enough for me. I can edit 4K footage. I technically could edit 4K footage on my current iPad, but I needed to clear a whole lot of space out, and the exporting took an egregious amount of time. Whereas if I have it loaded up on a new iPad Pro, it basically would serve any purpose that I would have for a MacBook. Honestly, I do like Macs, and I would like a MacBook, but with the current hardware offerings, I'm more leaning towards iPad. I set my iPad up to look very software like a MacBook anyway. My main screen doesn't have any icons up in the thing. It's just on the dock, and I do have a few scattered on the secondary pages and stuff like that, but I really don't go to them often. So I very much treat my iPad like it's a Mac tablet. But it just lacks in processing power and storage capacity. So I am overdue for an upgrade. But for the sake of conversation, after I'm done with this row, I'm going to quick pull up my phone and check what the MacBook Air is starting at, because I believe that's the cheapest Mac option. MacBook Air with M2 or M3. They start at $999. So literally, like, iPad Pro with an M4 with a not fully spec'd M4 and an iPad Air with either an M2 or an M3 chip in it start at the exact same price. So there's no financial incentive for me to get a MacBook over a iPad. And the fact that I can go to my carrier, my cellular carrier, and finance, because I don't have an Apple card, because apparently that's the only way you can finance Apple stuff directly, unless you're ordering a phone, which is how I did my iPhone. If I go to my mobile carrier and I can finance the iPad, I cannot go to my mobile carrier and finance a MacBook. And I can't get a MacBook with mobile data on it. So honestly, there's a few points in the iPad column that I hadn't considered before, really, but kind of come up on the fly, and it's very valid. Like, I can take my iPad around and have mobile data. Granted, hotspot is a thing on iPhone, and you can do that with a MacBook, and like you can get some pretty good connectivity from that, but having it built in is just probably a lot better. Because my previous Apple Watch was a Wi-Fi model, and I never really, being that it was always connected to my phone, I really never even saw the purpose behind having a cellular Apple Watch. But my current one is a cellular, and it's a lot more like responsive when it comes to connectivity. Like, just it having its own service has made a lot of difference that I didn't think was even a thing. So I can only imagine that the iPad is the same way, because my current iPad is not cellular. It's a Wi-Fi model. And I think I'm the only one in the group that has a Wi-Fi only iPad. Because I've prior to my new Apple Watch, I never saw the purpose in having a cellular, any other Apple product beside my phone, because my phone could hotspot all of them. But it makes a huge difference when the device itself has its own connection. That, and like, there's been a few times where I've just ran down to the convenience store and left my phone on the charger here at home. I was like, if anyone needs to get a hold of me, they can get a hold of me from my watch. My Apple Pay is on my watch. That most places I go in town, I use my watch to pay things with. Granted, that was already a thing with my Wi-Fi one, but it seems to have less having to run the thing again on the tap to pay since getting a cellular one, which is nice. So. That, and they finally put not finally, but like the 10th gen base iPad finally put the webcam on the side bezel where it belongs, and now the Air and Pro for this year have followed suit. Hello, Bendy! Welcome to the chat. We're building a floor and talking about iPads, because that's what's on my brain. Whee! You know, if you're up for it, I could use some help. If you're able, I don't know if you're able or not, but tried to get Garrett on, but he's like, nah. Shy's watching Game of Thrones, so seems to me he's playing Oxygen Not Included instead. Because Discord tattletales on him. No, thank you. Ah. There goes Creeper. That might have been the Creeper that had spawned, but who knows? This is your project. You need to find a way to end axolotl. You're not getting to the axolotls, Logan. I've Logan proofed it. Anyone in survival mode proofed it. No bets. find Logan in the middle of the night on my... No. I'll just go and say... Brandy, I might have to disable your permissions for a hot minute. Alyssa doesn't have command permission. Find the Jesus. Damn it, Brandy! You need to password lock that. I'm sorry. This is temporary. This is temporary. This might not be temporary. I'll never get a gun. It's just temporary. Calm down. It's temporary. Randy, you should know better. Don't cry. It's not for. It's not because of you. It's because of Logan. I will buy you scooters. You calm down. It's a temporary precaution. I need you to calm down. Okie dokie, I'll come. didn't give permission because she wanted to go back to Game of Thrones. That was... okay. He doesn't know. I stated it now, so I have my saved. No, down here. This is a lovely little squid. Trying to transition from one layer to another seamlessly is not happening. Hold up. What? I thought I flattened you. You just wanted to look. Logan. I guess you might have missed it earlier, but I did, I think. Doodly doodly doo. No, I seen. Okay, just so, because I didn't say a word when I did it, so I wouldn't put it past anyone to have missed it. You know, I honestly thought we were going to get to the walls in this episode. I was going to be able to get the floor done, and then boom, we'd have the wall started. I don't think we're going to get to the walls. I think we're just going to be able to get the floor done, and that'll be it. I honestly thought I'd be farther along. Oh my god. Damn it, creeper. That's a lot of husks. Didn't realize these were going to be a problem. Frickin' weeds. Damn dandelion and the skeletons. Nobody likes you. Go. Go away. Go. Don't know why you're not burning yet. Any second now. I was about to say, like, is it still technically raining? And that's why they're not burning yet? But no, they started burning, so. Won't have to worry about the zombies and the skeletons anymore. It's just the creepers. And witches and maybe endermen. But I don't think we'll have too much interference from this point on. Damn it, creeper! Where did the other fox go? I mean, it could have despawned, but I was right here. So I didn't think that was likely. I was a wolf? An angry wolf? Now there's 2 more foxes that spawn? Okay. Leave the foxes alone, you savage. Please hold, everyone. There we go. Let's go on this side. We haven't done this one this side in a while. I still hears. I kind of figured when you sent me a message. Okay. again and getting cave noises, and I'm not in a cave. I don't know how well that's coming across over the background music, but it's the second time during the stream I've gotten a cave noise, and I'm not in a cave. Damn it, Enderman! Damn it, Husk! Damn it, me! Child. Damn you, Husk! Damn you, Husk! Damn you, spider! Damn you, creeper! We're on the home stretch, pretty much. Damn you, Creeper! That is a very confused skeleton. Ah! Woo! Gee, that's a big square. 200 by 200. Wait until we do the walls. Not gonna be this episode, unfortunately. It's already almost 9 o'clock. You know, let's... Great. I will say that these are the two options that I'm thinking, so... Which seems better? I'm thinking maybe the light gray and not the white. I initially thought I would big square, need big trampoline. That can, not as big as the building, but like a trampoline can be a thing in this. Not a very great trampoline, but you can bounce on the slime box. You can have a little diving board. You can point around on the slime. But I initially thought I was gonna go for the white. Well, what I might do is double layer it. And like the inside can be white, and then the outside can be light gray. I'm going for a very modern concrete kind of building, so it's not going to be super colorful. Different rooms on the inside could have a little bit of color, but I think my doorway is going to be here. So we will do the first little layer, and that'll be it. Because I really did want to... I really did want to start the walls today, so we're going to start them by the first layer. And just the first layer. Oops. Keep losing them. Alright, there's the first layer of our walls. So, our floor is done, and the walls are officially started. So, that is going to be it for this episode. I am on the latest version of Bedrock Edition, my good sir. But, yep, that we have, in over 2 hours, accomplished the entirety of the floor and the first layer of the wall. We will continue with the walls and get some windows and stuff going, and we'll try to figure out the door, because I kind of want to do one of the sliding doors, the little kind of doors. I've done them before, but I'm gonna have to relook up how to do them because I can never remember. I always get the redstone arranged in just a slightly wrong way that it doesn't work. So I'll just have to have a refresher course on that, and I'll probably do that for the doors. And then I don't think we should do, we could do, to add some color to it, we might do like a light blue window panes for the windows. But yeah, we'll finalize everything and continue our construction on this grandiose project in the next episode. So with all that said, I would like to thank everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to please leave a like, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Consider the joining the channel membership for $8 a month. You get a shout out, among other things, at my earliest convenience. And there are important links down in the description below. Some of them are my friend's Twitch links, some of them are my social media. Both are worth a click. After this becomes a VOD or a video archive, there will be a video and a playlist on screen so you continue your watching journey here on the channel. And with all that said, I will see you guys in the next one.